Everybody. Hello everybody. Hi. Hi everybody. Hello to anyone here. Welcome. Welcome for a new live stream. Welcome for a new sort of thing. Trying some new stuff, so yeah, we're here. So hi. Welcome. And I'm glad you're here. Perhaps a bit loud. I don't know what you think about it. Seems alright. Okay, so hi everybody. Hello. Hello everyone. Welcome for a new live stream. Which... Why is Valorant opening? Why? That's not the point of today's live stream. Why opening? Gosh. Yeah. Okay. This seems alright. Okay. That seems alright too. Which is cool. Hopefully it works. So yeah, that's pretty neat. Oh yeah, great. It works. Okay, so everything works, which is super cool. Okay, let's see how it goes and how does it feel. It's pretty weird, ain't gonna lie. Like, I don't usually do such things. So for the first time, for those who are wondering what is happening right now, for the first time of my life, I am actually trying to do a live stream on a super popular website called YouTube, which is great. So I stream at the same time on Twitch and on YouTube. The whole goal is to permit people that only knows me from YouTube to see live streams. In the end, I don't care that much if people just stay on YouTube, and if they have live stream, that's great too. So yeah, perhaps some streams will be happening on both websites. For now, I don't know, perhaps it will never be the same again and we'll never have any other streams on YouTube ever again. But for once I wanted to try something, and yeah, this is what I did. So, today what are we doing? Super simple live stream concepts, ID, everything you want. So, what we're gonna do is code, and I'm gonna code and go through the process of coding. To check if my ID could be brought to life and be cool and be applicable in the live stream. So my first concept was creating all over again Orion. Orion is a bot that could help us create something more about the live stream and bring something more alive and more entertaining for you and me. So, what the point of this? The goal would be to create a program, make it run, etc, etc. I'm gonna do a list and see all the points we will have to cover and all the things we'll get to do. So yeah, perhaps we won't finish this tonight, which is probably what's gonna happen. because I know myself and I know I'm not that good. So we'll see. You know it is. Yeah. Okay. All right. So diffusion is good. Let's go into here. We have block notch, notepad, call it whatever you want, and we'll see the points. So Orion V2, that's the goal. This goal implies what? A Discord, Twitch bot that allows us to do few things. It needs to read messages, respond to messages, and then perhaps, I don't know, perhaps send some stuff like to remind you of some stuff, and perhaps some comments. Could be great. Could be great too, but I don't know, we'll see. So yeah, this is what we are going to do. The response message thing, I want it to be dealt by AI generated text. I think it could be cool and could be fun, and yeah, repetitive stuff. Yeah. So yeah, so let me present to you guys Orion. So there's already a version 1 of Orion, which is this one. I generated a picture, but whatever, we don't care. So this is Orion, our profile picture. And what do we have? We have some text on the boat, boat. It sounded like some ship. I don't know how to pronounce it properly. I'm so sorry. So yeah, we have the Orion bot, and here's the folder for V2. So today we are going to really put our mind into the V2 version, not anything else. So yeah, pretty much that's the plan for today. A pretty simple plan in the end, but we'll see how it goes and how far can we go. One of the things that is important for me to tell you is that I never done any coding stream before. I really wanted to do some and really wanted to share that process with you. The problem is I always been a bit scared and always been, I don't know, a bit too scared to do it on live stream. But I wanted something a bit different from what I usually do. Like, I don't just play games every day. Like, yeah, sometimes I do something else. This is part of few programs I want to program on this channel. Those are the programs I want to program are one, a program that is Orion, that is a bot which gonna help us do some stuff. Two, it's gonna be I want a way for me to when I press a button, read every message you sent and regroup them into a page and make it visually cool to see what is the most answered thing from chat, which could be cool if we tend to create some kind of games, such as I'm thinking, yeah, such as a question for champion or any kind of other game that could be really fun to play with. Those kind of games are pretty fun, and doing it with a live streaming audience could be really cool, but it tends to make a lot of work on my part, the developing part. Yeah, I tend to know how to talk, but yeah. Okay, so yeah, that is the plan, and we'll see how it goes. So first thing first, let's start with the basic new Python program. Let's call it testing.py. So yeah, let's just create basic print hello world program, hello world, just to check if everything works and if we are right. So, run it, hello world, seems alright. Seems okay, and it seems alright. I'll do a disclaimer. Firstly, I'm not a dev. Secondly, which is quite important, yeah, I will seek for documentation. I don't know what I'm doing. So yeah, we'll see. Let's do a text. Yeah, whatever. I am not a dev. Cool, that seems alright. Appropriate. Do I have mount? Oh, I love mount. Mount is one of my favorite typo. Today's date. Okay. This seems not excessive at all. This seems alright. So, okay. So I am not a dev. Done. Print hello world. Done too. Okay. Let's start by one of the points we have to take care of, which is read messages, respond, and send some stuff and commands. So basically, I know a bit of the bot works. Those are some things the bot needs to do, but us, what do we have to do? It's gonna be a bit more simple. Yeah. So we're gonna have to connect it with Twitch API connection. Okay, so the bot is so Orion is capable of reading. So we have to connect it with Twitch. Then we'll have to connect it to OpenAI ChatGPT thing. Yeah, we're gonna deal with that. And once we have done that, we should be good to go through all the steps. So I would rather start with OpenAI, and then see what we'll do. So first, OpenAI, let's begin. Okay, gonna open a new browser window, open OpenAI, and let's seek for this juicy things. What are they doing lately? I know they've announced GPT-4, which is great. Perhaps I need to log in to anything. Oh fuck, there was the API stuff and I just didn't click on that. I'm so dumb. Okay. I'm gonna do a bunch of things off screen just to be sure that everything's okay. Okay. So yeah, I have a count for the API stuff, API reference. And you have the Python bindings, run the following command. Okay, pip install OpenAI. But I think perhaps I need to update how do you call it? A Python package, perhaps dictionary. Python pip call pip install with the upgrade flag, but I don't know if that is to install upgrade pip. Okay, oh, to update pip install upgrade pip. Okay, so what if we do something like this in the CMD? Yeah, sorry, I have Windows in French because I'm French. So I'm super sorry about that for those who are wondering. Pip install upgrade pip. Okay, so we seem that we have the Requirement already satisfied. Cool. What does that mean? I don't know. Okay, and then we'll do a pip install OpenAI with -- upgrade. I guess, but I'm not sure. Okay, it seems that it loads and I don't know what is it doing. I'll let it load for now. But I'm not sure. What is it doing? I don't know. Okay, so authentication. Let's read a little bit. So, okay, so they ask for me to put the key into what we call environment variable, which is OpenAI API key, which I'm perhaps going to do, but I'm not sure. Let's just see if I have, like, if I say import OpenAI in one word, run it. Yeah, it worked. So you don't see it properly. I do something like this. So you don't see it properly, but yeah, it did not do any error. And as we see here, is collecting pip, which means that it is upgrading pip, which is nice, I guess. Okay. So we have OpenAI. I don't think we have the latest version of the module. What the fuck? Yeah, I'm down to run this command if you want. Okay, a new release of pip is available 23.2.python.exe. Well, let's see. Perhaps I should have copied the entire comment, but we'll see. Okay, so this is yeah. So this is the OpenAI import. That is something we have done. So how it works? Import OS, which seems okay. Import OpenAI. OpenAI.organization equal. And then I put the name of my organization. Do I have to put the name of my organization or the name of this? I don't know. OpenAI.model.list, which gives us the entire all the models available, which should look like this. And I don't know if this is what we're supposed to get. We'll see. Model, organization, owned by organization owner, etc. Okay. Okay, we want to use the latest versions of OpenAI to get, I don't know, the more interesting models, the more interesting responses, the more behaved one. So we managed to successfully install pip, the correct version this time. Let's check to install our friend. So pip install OpenAI, which should say that we already have OpenAI. Okay, so what if we do pip install, sorry for that, install OpenAI, once again, sorry for that, OpenAI upgrade. Is this the right terminology? I think it is. So it loads. This is what we need to know. It loads. Which seems okay. Doesn't seem bad. I don't know. I'm a bit lost. Won't lie. I won't lie. So, okay. Making requests, completions. Okay. Creates a completion for the provided pump and parameter. Okay, you complete text. Completion is completing text, if I understand. Okay. Suffix, max token, temperature. Yeah. I don't do a lot of this. Okay, so images, give a prompt or input an image, and the model will generate a new image. Okay, this is for DALL-E, I guess. But this is not what I'm asking for. This is audio transcriptions. I know to turn audio into text. This is cool, but I do not care about that. This is using Whisper, which you could have on your own computer. This is insane. I was talking about this with a friend of mine, and this was mind-blowing. Okay. Okay, everything is that super complex comparing to what I need to do. I don't need all this. This is what pisses me off a little. Like, this is a web asking. So just for interest, we successfully installed OpenAI 0.27.8, which is great. I don't know what this means, but it seems great. Okay. So making requests, and this is written in web stuff, which I don't understand, which I don't know what it means, and which I don't write usually. Let's seek for the internet. Let's ask for Bard. I love Bard. Bard is cool. I have some questions to Bard, which are none of your business, but are pretty interesting. Okay, so write a Python program that uses OpenAI API for Python. Okay, great. Then what do we want? We want him to from a variable called prompt. It is a string containing the prompt that needs to be sent to OpenAI. Okay. Send it to OpenAI and retrieve, which I don't know which it's supposed to be written, and retrieve the desired response. Okay. Yeah, there's some stuff I would have wanted to. Okay. So it is supposed to be written. Import OpenAI, which we've done. Import OpenAI. You don't see it because of the I'm not a dev thing. Fuck me. I'm not a dev. Let's put it here somewhere around here. Okay, so let's import OpenAI, which is great guess. Okay, so let's import OpenAI. Once we've imported OpenAI, let's do some kind of OpenAI dot completion. Yeah, this is oh, there's completion and chat completion. Okay, so I guess completion, this is not the window I wanted. Okay, I guess there's a difference between completion. Let's ask him what is the difference between the command completion and chat completion, and see what does it say. To me, chat is to talk with a chat-like bot. User assistant, yeah. So what does it say? The completion and auto completion commands in OpenAI API are both used to generate text, which is what we are looking for, but they have different purposes. The completion command is used to generate text based on a single prompt, while the chat completion command is used to generate text in the context of a conversation. Yeah, that is interesting. That is super interesting. Yeah. Let's put it here. Somewhere around here. Yeah. Okay. The completion command is older of the two commands and is the most straightforward to use. To use the completion command, you simply provide a prompt and the API generate text that is consistent with the prompts. Okay. For example, if you provide a prompt, write a poem about a cat, the API will generate a poem about a cat, which is pretty straightforward. So this is the easiest one to use. Okay, and the chat completion command is more recent addition to the OpenAI API. Okay, and it is designed to be used for chatbots. In the end, it is a bit what we're trying to do. To use the chat completion command, you provide a list of messages that represent a conversation. Okay, and the API will generate text that continues the conversation. For example, if you provide the following message: "Hi, assistant, hello. How are you today? I'm doing well, thanks," from the user. The chat completion command will generate the text that continues the conversation, such as, "That's great to hear. What are you up to today?" Okay, so multiple things that we need to understand into our project. Like, the chat completion is great, which will allow for more chatting and for more data, I guess. But I can't send infinite amount of data, which is impossible to deal with, such as a live stream experience in which we'll get ton and ton of how do you call it? Data, ton of information. So yeah, this is impossible to deal with. So this is quite hard to know where to go to. Yeah. I don't know what to do. God. This is super hard. Okay. Okay. So let's do this. Okay, so Here's the tables to summarize the difference between the two. Easy of use, more straightforward to use it, more complex to use. Naturalness of the text can generate less natural sounding text, can generate more natural sounding text. Uses case generating a text for a variety of purposes, building chatbots. Yeah, the point is, this is great, but we'll have a ton and a ton of messages, which is a lot to deal with. So either I don't know how to do this. I don't know. Okay. Write the coach with the chat completion function. Okay. So we'll try to use the chat completion function. I want a bot that sounds right. That sounds great. Okay. So the prompt is user assistant user, each divided by a comma. Okay. So we import the module, the package that allows us to use the OpenAI thing. We def get response, which means that we'll create a function called get response using the parameter prompt. Response equal to OpenAI chat completion.create engine prompts max token temperature top p, which I don't know what it is, frequency penalty, presence penalty, return. You return the choices 0.text. Okay, that is great. In the end, pretty understandable. Okay. Import OpenAI. Let's straightforward test it out. Like, yeah. Doom. What if we test it out just like this? I think I missed the key thing, accessibility, but it's gonna say it to me. Okay, let's run it and see. So, what does it say? It says there is an error, which is no API key provided. You can set your API key using the OpenAI.API key and then your API key, which is pretty important. Wouldn't lie. I do know it's pretty important. So we have to define it just one time. Okay, and this is where I use the import OS and the get import OS. Okay, so variable. Okay, so this is variable d'environnement system. This is the environment variables. So I'm gonna go for full cam here, and I'm gonna deal with it, and I'm gonna talk through what I'm doing, because this is a pretty sensitive part in which I don't want to give my keys, which are really not something you want to share, I guess. In the V1, the problem I had with the key was on the freaking okay, I got it. I think I've got my key. Is that the right key? SK finishing with that. Okay, this is the one I'm using. Okay, so I'm gonna add it to my stuff. This is quite insane what I'm doing right now. OpenAI API key. So what I'm supposed to do is create a new system called OpenAI API key. Okay, and then paste value. Okay. So if I'm looking for OpenAI, I get it. Okay. So normally, if I show you guys my screen, and then I go into here, and we say something like, the key is, I'm gonna do it, trust me, os dot get environment, and the variable is called OpenAI underscore API underscore key. Okay, and save this, run it again. Okay, I think it didn't work. No API key provided. You can set your API key in code using the OpenAI.key equal to something. OpenAI.API key. Okay, didn't manage to do it, which is okay. Do it needs an organization? I'm not sure it needs an organization. I'm gonna go back to full scan and check if it needs anything. First, I'm gonna print. I'm gonna do a print of this just to know what it gives me. And it says none, which is not what I wanted to say. So if I go back into my environment variables and I go into OpenAI, did I delete it? Where it is? If I search for it right now, it's not here anymore. OpenAI, okay. OpenAI API key, okay. And then I paste my key. It's not that easy. I swear to you, it is not as easy as I thought it would be. Okay. Okay. So if I look for it right now, it is here. If I search for it after I close, it is here. So if I ask it the same question, it's still none. Okay, why? What doesn't it work? This is a great question. Okay, let's ask Barge. Okay. Yo, what are you working on today? Hey, tier reader. I'm working on a bot that would be called Orion, which gonna be a Twitch bot thing that allows me to do some things on my Twitch chat. This is the general plan. I'm not sure, but the goal is to create some kind of OpenAI ChatGPT stuff that's gonna read the messages and then send it back to any person that talks in the chat and create some conversations, create some info that are normally pretty boring because pretty much always the same, and make them a bit more interesting by making them original each time they're sent, which in my mind works and in my mind sounds great, but I don't know if it is, so I'm not sure. But right now I'm really struggling with the environment key stuff. Normally I get the environment key, but how do I get access to it? Oh, that's cool. I haven't seen that in the stream before. Thanks a lot. We already made a version 1 which worked right here. It's the Orion English.py in Python. It works, but I had some struggles with it because my Twitch API didn't work every time. So it generated the answer, but didn't send it to the chat, which is the whole purpose is not there anymore. Like, yeah, I do generate the answer. The answer is cool, but no one's is able to see it, except for me because I have the backlogs of everything. So yeah, it was great, but didn't work at all, which is pretty bad. Yeah. About this environment variable. Okay, let's ask Bart, but most of the answer. In Python, to retrieve, what do you call that? An environment, I guess, variable stored on the system. Thank you for the follow. This is super nice. Thank you a lot. This is really cool. I'm really glad. It was great, but didn't work at all like that. Yeah, it's a bit the whole thing of my channel. It was great, but didn't work at all. So yeah. In Python, retrieve an environment variable stored on a system with the OS package. Okay, let's see what it gives me. If I did something wrong, we'll see really quickly. Yeah. In the meantime, it already gave me something. So from him, it's OS, which we did. Def get environment variables. What is that? Argument string. Yeah. Get environment name, which is here. So if we make it more simple, it's pretty much what I wrote. os.get and OpenAI API key. But the value it gives me is none. I don't understand. Okay, I'm gonna figure this out. It's pretty simple. It's exactly the same thing I wrote. So, okay, let's try this in another way. We know it doesn't work. So, OpenAI thing we do not care about. Okay. And everything that is below this, we don't care. So, does it work like JavaScript? I don't know. We'll test it out. If I do something like 3 times, yeah, it does seem like other language I've already seen. So okay, we don't care about all this part. We just want to import OS and get an environment variable. So if we open the environment variables, which is okay so far, we'll get a random one like, yeah, this seems fine. Processor level, okay. Oh, my ear. Oh, sorry, I didn't mean to do that to you. This is way out of my league. I recently got into making games in C#, so this is pretty much ancient Greek to me. Oh god. Don't worry. As I wrote in big on my screen, I'm not a game dev. I'm not a dev at all. I work as an artist. I work on Houdini, which is right here on the low part of my screen, which is great. And that means I'm coding a lot of time. And I love Python, and I discovered through the years that Python allows you to do a lot of things, and all the things are super fun. The problem is that you need to dig into it sometimes, and it's pretty boring. But it could be fun. But I understand what you mean. It's no big deal. It is C#. It's so hard. I don't even know how you do that because it is so complicated. I don't remember if it's Unity or Unreal Engines that works with C#. One of the two works with C#. I would say just like that, Unreal Engine. And oh god, I don't like it. Like, writing Python is like writing English. You know what you want to do, you just write it in English and it's pretty much done. C#, you've got some commas, some apostrophes you need to put everywhere, and it is a mess. A big mess. I'll tell you, I'm not a big fan of such things. So let's try that. OpenAI key, okay, this is what we want, but because we don't know if it works, let's test for processor level. Okay, let's run it, and we get 23. Which is exactly what we were looking for. If you see right here, processor level 23. So indeed it does work. Indeed it does work. Do I see OpenAI key? Can I copy this? Can't tell. Okay. Okay. So if we put that here, I'm gonna do a really quick go to my face to just check if it works. Finally, still no big deal. Again, okay. So Unity is C# and Unreal is C++. Yeah, it's pretty complicated, but I'm getting the end of it recently. That's nice. Really glad for you. That is super nice. I don't know, you do that. How do you do that? Because it's impressive. I'm impressed, but this is super nice. There's a lot of programming language I try to go over, and I don't know if I get it. I got it here. Like, yeah. My entire journey on Python started with this, which is a book called Learning Programmation by Video Games. It is a French book. We don't care about that. But yeah, it's learning tech inter for those who know all of those kind of languages, which is pretty much never used in any project anymore, and no one does use that except in, I don't know, high school or something like that. But yeah, this is where I started coding Python. Then I started coding HTML, CSS, and JavaScript. I loved PHP. I tried to go over it. I came back to Python, and then I tried to do everything in Python. Nowadays, I'm working in a really weird code language for Houdini called Vex, which is super weird because it's kind of a mix between some basic coding, writing things. Like, you know, when you want to use anything like if, you would write it like if parenthesis, and then write some semicolons. Yeah, and and you have to put commas a bit everywhere. So it's a pretty like standard coding way to do it. So the question is, why does it say none, where instead of none I should have a key, which is not what we want? And follow me there. we go back to our variables. Perhaps there's something I forgot to do. Like, there's probably something I forgot to do. OpenAI. Okay. Modify. Yeah, this is perhaps not the way I need to do it. You know what? When we have some big questions, when we don't know where we're going, we ask for a supervisor, and today a supervisor is Bard, because I'm a bit a noob in that. So how do I save my OpenAI API key into my local environment. So I actually read French in 7th, 9th grades. Pretty much all I remember is bonjour, je m'appelle Tir, ça va. This is great. This is impressive. Like I did not do a lot of other language than English and French. I learned a bit of Spanish, so you can say hola, me llamo Shan, yo soy yo soy francés, yo hablo español, yo hablo francés, yo puedo hacer mucho grande acciones. I don't know. I say pretty much anything. Like, it doesn't mean anything. And French, I'm born French and I live in France, so I do a lot of that. Yeah. So, right, whatever you said. Yeah. Don't even ask. One of the funny things is that when I was young, I love speaking other languages. Like, I try to speak how do you call it? Chinese. So I know a little bit of Chinese. 你好，我叫山，我是我的朋友。我是你的朋友。你是我的朋友。ce genre de choses. So that's kind of things. Which means, hello, my name is Chan, and I'm your friend. Which doesn't. I won't go far with that. Like, I'm in a airport and there is some guys waiting for me to give them a passport. Hi, my name is Chan, I'm your friend. That's all I can say. Which ain't gonna bring me home any time soon. So yes. Okay, so write me the steps I have to do to save a key manually on my environment. So that's cool. All I know is English and Swedish. Swedish. Oh, that is a language. Come on, think a little bit, Bard. Bard is giving up. What is that? What is that? Okay. Oh, to save. Oh, to right. Oh, to save key on your environment variables Windows. Okay, we're getting somewhere. Oh. Okay. The secret key. You're Swedish. You're from Sweden. Sorry, you're from Sweden. That is amazing. Like, this is one of the country I would love to visit one day. First of all, it seems incredible. It seems cold, which is a big factor to me. Like, I love cold places. I love all those kind of things. So yeah, incredible. Where do you live in Sweden? Like in the north, the south, in the mountains? This is amazing. This is why I love discovering people, because all of Twitch people that come on the stream are from so many places in the world. Okay, so this is where I was. Environment variables. Okay. Okay. Okay, so far so good. New. This is where we created. Okay, AGAP key. Okay. Click OK and you're done. No, I'm not done. What do you mean? Oh god, what do you mean by I'm done? No, I'm not. Like, no, it doesn't work. Should work, but it doesn't. There are a few countries I want to visit once in my life. Those countries are not really a secret. Like, everybody knows in my surroundings that I want to go there. But then you should go visit the north part of Sweden. I live on the west coast, right next to the sea. This is incredible. Okay, I want to see a map of Sweden. Sweden map. And check what is it. So you live on the west coast, which surrounded around here. Seems nice. I'm really familiar with Stockholm. I'm not sure about the pronunciation. If you said Orust, this is where I live. Okay, Orust, Sweden. Okay, just the fact that the photo is, what is that? That's some kind of, what is the name? I don't have an English name of this animal. This is insane. This is incredible cool. Okay, I love it. What? Okay. You said west coast, and I was pointing at the east coast because I'm super dumb. And I didn't understand where I was. Okay, that's super nice. You practically... Is it an island? Doesn't seem to be attached at any land, as far as I see. Because this is a bridge. You have water here. Water. Is it some kind of a bridge underwater? It's an island, yeah, right. This is so cool. This is so nice. I don't know what is a moose. Okay, thank you for that. Thank you for the help. Yeah. Oh god, I'm so bad with names in English. I'm so bad at this. But this is super cool. Sweden is so big. You live near Gothenburg. It's pretty weird to say that, but I searched a lot for some VFX, you know, some like, I don't know, Marvel, some other known name is ILM, or I don't know, The Yard, whatever the name is that you want, but some VFX company, because I love special effects. And I searched for some in Sweden, and I found some pretty interesting ones. Mostly based on Gothenburg. I don't know why wasn't there pretty much anything in Stockholm about this. Coldplay. Coldplay. Oh, that's so lucky. That is so cool. This is, once again, Coldplay. Tier, you're a man of culture. You have some really good culture, and I really do enjoy your culture so far. Like, all you say so far are things I love so much. You don't even know how much. I would love, one of the things I would love right now is listening to some Coldplay songs or whatever, but I can't. I can't, which is pretty sad. Okay, new plan of action, which is gonna be pretty, weird, but whatever. I'm gonna create a new file and hide some secrets into it. Secrets.me. Yeah, whatever. I'm gonna hide the screen from you for 10 seconds and I'll be back. Perhaps let's make it more clear. Secrets.txt, even better. Yeah, I know there's a better way to do it, but we'll do with what we have right now. Okay, we are back, thank you. Yeah, Coldplay, awesome. Right now, I would love to hear some Coldplay songs. That would be awesome. Like, you don't even imagine how cool it would be. But yeah, it is some what do you call it? Registration and Twitch not wanting us to do whatever we want, which is pretty sad. So if we do something like file, temp file, or secret file, I love secret file. Secret file equals open. So we're gonna open a file, which is gonna be something like secrets.txt, which are all of our secrets. Secrets.txt, and we open it. We have to specify a mode in which we open it, which is gonna be read. We are reading it and saving it to secret f. And then if we do some if we do some API equals to, or perhaps I could go for something like this secret API. Nice, sounds good. And let's define this secret API variable, which is going to be equal to secret file dot readline. It's gonna read one single line. I'm just gonna make sure it works. Print secret API. Okay. Let's do this that way. For now, Control X, Control V, tuk. Okay, I'm gonna be back in a second. I'm just making sure it works. So the error is file not found. Okay. What if we put /? What do you think about that? Still not found. Secrets.txt. Why? Why is everything against me today? Control V. So it just should be the exact same thing. And it doesn't work because it says that it doesn't know what it's looking for. Okay. What about this version? Still don't know what it's looking for. Okay, that's gonna be hard. Okay. So a new plan of action. Do not worry. I've got some plans all the way from top to bottom until we make it work. So we saved it into my docs folder v2. Okay, so we could create a path which is equal to the path. So far so good. Because it's Windows, Windows is pretty dog shit. We're gonna say what we have to say today. Let's be honest. Windows is pretty dog shit. When you copy a path, it always saves you with backward slashes, which in programmation we hate. We hate at the most of it. So what we're gonna open is Control X, secret F file, gonna be the path plus slash secret file v2 slash secret.txt. Nice. Okay, and we're gonna open secret file in read mode, and then we're gonna close it. Secret f.close. I guess it is this, I'm not sure. We'll check it out, and okay, going back to my face. It works. Guys, I'm so sorry I can't show you that. Okay. Yeah, it does work. Okay, so finally it does work. We don't print it because I don't want you guys to see the secret key. That would be dumb from me as usual, but whatever. I know I do some dumb things sometimes. Let's try to not do it this time. Try at least. So okay, the point is secret.f.close, we close it and we save it into secret API. Okay, so OpenAI needs an API key, which we're gonna provide with this line of code. So from there, we should have a really cool OpenAI secret key, which is nice. So let's do a little bit of documentation, if I may, which is gonna be like reading secret file and getting the API key. Okay. Yeah. Like this is even better. So what if we run it? New error, which is cool, and they say OpenAI.error invalid request error, invalid URL. Okay, but this means, so do you play a lot of games? That's a good question. That is a really good question. I do play a lot of games. If you seek into my kind of whatever Twitch called it, dashboard or I don't know, information, whatever, you may see that I play a lot of games. I have Valorant installed right here, which I play sometimes. My problem is I don't want to seem like a Valorant streamer because one, I'm super bad at the game, like I'm really bad at it, but it's fun. The game is super fun and addictive. I paid for some skins because I'm a bit of a dumbass, but the game is super addictive. What games do I have? Pretty much all 3 games that have been available on Epic Games, because I track them sometimes. CFC is pretty fun, but I don't play it anymore. Valorant, I talked about it, and lately I've played a lot of those games. Humankind is pretty fun, but never played it on live stream. Microsoft Flight Simulator is super fun. I played it on stream. The problem is I can't manage to land my plane really successfully, which means that sometimes it's pretty It's pretty weird. And Forza Horizon 5 is pretty fun. I have plans to play other games, but I don't know. For this night, I didn't want to play any games particularly. But yeah, I could be playing some games tomorrow. I could be playing some games like in the week. I do play a lot of games. I try to make it entertaining, which is pretty hard. Cool, what is your favorite game ever? Oh, that's hard. That's super hard. I don't know if I have a favorite game ever. Oh gosh. You put me in a corner right there. To say the least, Valorant is the only game on my taskbar, whatever this is. But what is your favorite game, dear reader? Because that's a good question to you. I'm a bit curious what Sweden play, what Swedish people play, what Swedish people love playing. I'm pretty curious. So yeah, what is your favorite game? I have a lot of really basic games, and playing with chat is pretty cool. I would say that for now, my favorite game is so far one that I don't know. Mine is Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time. Yeah, we haven't talked about Switch games. I wasn't even thinking about them. Like, if we say it like that, if we say it like that, it changes everything. That's a good question. Like, I have so many hours on Smash Bros. Ultimate. I have so many hours on, what is that name? Animal Crossing New Horizon. That's not even games I stream, but I spend so much time on them. I've played a lot of Forza Horizon 4 on my old Xbox One, whatever it is. But yeah, those are some really cool games. I tried a little bit of Final Fantasy XIV, which is the one that is online, and seemed pretty fun. It is. Satisfactory is insane. If you never tried it, I encourage you so much to try it. It is like incredibly cool. But yeah, The Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time, I heard so many things about it, telling that it is insanely good, and I don't know, so many people telling me that it's that good. It's making me like I haven't actually tried it, but I want to try it. It's amazing. Like, I've heard it so much that it puts some kind of so much estimation, so much waiting from me to know and to see that, yeah, perhaps I'm gonna be disappointed. Like, it's when people tell you that this movie is amazing, and they tell you that this movie is amazing, then you watch it and you're like, yeah, it's not bad, but you telling me that it was amazing so many times made me think that it was incredible, and it wasn't as incredible as I thought you would describe it. If you see what I mean. Okay. I trust the man of culture. The man of culture. Sorry, I misspoke. Like, sorry about what I said. I'm so sorry. Who could I haven't trust the man of culture? The man that has a culture. You're so right. I should have trusted you. What am I talking about? But if you see what I mean, it's a bit the same phenomenon I have right now with Oppenheimer and Barbie movie, which the two of them seem cool. The actors are incredible. The casting is insane, but so much pressure around this movie. Everybody telling like it is incredible, it is insane. I'm a bit worried about the expectations I have about the movie, because everybody talked about it in so much eulogy that I don't know. OpenAI. Okay. Let's send this to our supervisor. He shall know what we need to do to make it work. Which is not here, our supervisor. Okay. So let's our supervisor work. Okay. So he said means that you are trying to use the chat completion command generate text, but you are not using the correct URL. The chat completion you use V1 completion, not V1 Engine's DaVinci chat completions. What does it mean? I'm just gonna copy. For now, all we're gonna do is copy and paste the code and see if it works. I see what you mean. Our expectation can easily result in a disappointment. That is true. Okay, still have this error. We're gonna have to deal with it in a minute. So to check if at least OpenAI works, let's do a simple model list just to, okay. Let's print the model list because it did it, but didn't print the model list. Okay, let's try this. Okay, so right now we have model list, which is nice. What the fuck, there are so many ones. Okay, I didn't think there were so many model lists. What the fuck? There's so many that it didn't even like tell me everything, like it was too much. Whoa. What am I gonna do with all of that? What is the latest one? ID GPT 3.5 Turbo. This sounds really cool. Object model, okay, created whatever, owned by OpenAI, okay, permission. Created, allow, create engine, allow samplings, true, allow. I don't know what's everything all that means. Is blocking false, root, GPT 3.5 Turbo. I think this one I can use it. I can. Let's try. I don't know what to try. But yeah, my expectations are really harsh. Like, one of the things I know and I want to accomplish is that trying to set up a casual live stream experience with all of you guys. But this is pretty hard. Like, it's complicated for multiple reasons. Like, going live on stream and doing some stuff and being entertaining is not that easy. But this is something I like and I want to do more. But I try to engage people, and this is pretty hard. Okay. Okay. For that, I try to set up some stuff, but oftentimes people I talk to, like my parents, my girlfriend, and many other people, tend to have some high expectations of everything I do and everything that it will look like. And fear of disappointment is something that is really weird and real, and that's something I want to avoid. So I try to be the most honest about it, and how do I feel and what do I think about it. But it's super hard to like sell something and like I do, and still being able to maintain some kind of, you know, some kind of, I don't know. I think the problem is, from what I've seen, about using prompts, which doesn't work because it needs messages, which is an array. Guess. Agreed, I've tried streaming and find it super hard to be entertaining at all time, like when there is no one in chat. It's such a hard time to still commentate the gameplay. Yeah, that is true. Most of the time I tend to like talk to myself. Like, you see it here right now, there's 2 viewers, you and probably no one else. Like I'm spectating myself, just checking if everything works at all time. So it's probably me, and that's it, which means that there is nobody here, it's you and I. And this is super cool to me that you are here to talk to, because it's super cool for me that I'm being able to talk to somebody. This is super nice to me because I feel a little bit better doing all of that, and it feels nice. So I'd like to thank you a lot for the time you allow me to show you some stuff, even though I don't know what I'm doing. And yeah, thank you so much. So yeah, I'm really curious to see what you're doing and what kind of live stream you did. That would be super cool to see, and would be really curious to see more about that, because you see someone that is passionate about what you're doing, and it seems nice. Not a lot of people are, and this is cool. So if you want to share your experience, share what you did and what you feel right or wrong, would be super curious to know everything about what you did. Of course, I'm a heavy stream watcher and I like your vibe, so it's super nice to hang out here. Thank you so much. Try my best, and if you like it, thank you so much. But yeah, I would be super curious to how did you feel about the experience you went through with streaming, and what came out of it, and what's your conclusion on this? Python, OpenAI, doc. Okay, this is pretty cool, and I'm gonna keep that with me. Okay. One of the things I tend to look for are some keystones. Is it a way to say it? Is it a way to talk about it? I don't know. If you look for my own, I don't know, I'm gonna type some bullshit hello world into chat just to show you. Yeah, I've created my account. This is the best way for me to look at it, because I'm a bit of an old guy. If you see through it, you can see that I created my account on 2019, which is really far from now. My account I created in 2019, I started streaming in 2019 and started doing some live streams about anything, everything, and all I wanted. I did some live stream in 2020 when the pandemic went viral and everybody was home. And it worked a little bit. Like, I got myself, what do you call it? Affiliate, something like this. This is pretty much a name. Which means that I can have subscriptions, I can have some ads. Sorry, I can run ads on the channel and get some money. I can do a lot of things. And I went from 0 viewers, just like now, to not just like now. I have 2 viewers and I'm really happy for that. But I went from barely no viewers to about 10 to 15 viewers on a daily, I wouldn't say daily basis, but on how do you call that? If you do a sum of everything and divided by the numbers of times you run it, it is called, it's a bit of the middle, yeah. And it was awesome, but I had to stop for multiple reasons. And when I came back, right now, I'm starting all over again. And this is great, I love it. But it's kind of hard because I knew what it was like to have more people on the stream and having more people to talk to and be open to. And pandemic was another time with a lot of different parameters. A lot more people was watching streams, and no, there aren't so many. So we'll see how it goes. Okay, now for the first couple of streams, and it was cool. A couple of buddies popped in and chatted for a bit. Then I started playing another Zelda games, and same there. Although most of the people I know online live in the US, live in the US, so if I want to be able to have them there, I have to start around midnight, and that's not really possible most days. I do understand what you mean. Like, I know that with what is the name? With New York, I have a 6-hour differential, meaning that at the time I want to do something, anything I want to do, I need to do it super late in the days if I want the US part of the world to see what I'm doing, which is not so great. And dealing with what kind of people I want on my stream. Are there some French people, but why do I talk English if I want French people? I want to open to the world and see many people, as many people as I can, because this is why I'm doing live on stream and not like, I don't know, on a Discord channel with my friends. It's because I want to touch people and I want to discover new parts of the world. And yeah, this is pretty hard to go through and know where to put yourself in. Like, I do agree, this is one of the reasons I had to stop doing some live streams every day at midnight and 3 at the night, and finishing it up around the morning is absolutely insane when you have life around yourself. Yeah, I don't know how people do that. Chat completion equal openai.chat completion create model chat GPT. Role user content say hello. Okay. So this is a user. Print chat choices 0 message chat content. So if we run that. Hello, can I assist you today? Let's go! Guys, what you see right there, this little phrases is not mine. It is generated by AI. Let's fucking go. You see, this is what few hours of work and not doing your homeworks can do to you. Not a good things. So, what I want to do, okay, from there, yeah, this is awesome. So pumped. So the key is we do not care about the secret things anymore. So everything starts from here. Like, let's do this and this. So we feel separated, okay? Separation. This asks some things to OpenAI, and this print what OpenAI want us to know. I'm an editor for 2 streamers, one in Montana, 6-hour difference, and one in Los Angeles, 9-hour difference. And the time difference can be good at times, but mostly super annoying when trying to discuss stuff. Yeah, I would agree so much. I was doing a live stream and someone came on the chat, which was great, and we tried to discuss, etc. We exchanged our Discord, etc., which was great. And so I discussed with that person, and we went into Discord to discuss a lot more and to talk about some stuff that could be done for the channel, such as emotes, etc., an artist. And I tried to discuss with this person, and this was terrible. Every time I woke up and did some things during the day, she was asleep. And once it was time for me to go to sleep or do something else, like my day is finished around, I don't know, 12, not 12, what am I saying? 6, 7, 8 p.m. my day is finished and I spend time with my girlfriend or with my family and do something else, not streaming anymore, not all those things. I don't check my emails, I don't, I'm watching a movie, I'm eating some things, I don't know, I'm not doing some streaming stuff. And every time I was going into that phase of not doing anything else than when I was doing anything else than streaming and taking care of my business or whatever you can call it, she was there and she was like, yeah, time to talk about this stuff. I was like, oh, so annoying. Yeah, I do understand so much what you're saying. But yeah, nightmare. But the artist was super cool and we managed to do a lot of things that gonna be helpful for the channel later on, which is super cool. So I do understand what you mean. It is really, really something I'm dealing with a little bit, but yeah. I love so much. One of the things I created lately, I don't know if I can share this with you guys, but I created a program that allows me to send a video, transcribe it automatically with some API stuff, Whisper, OpenAI, etc., and then send this to 11 labs that generate some AI voices on top of it, which could create some dub version of any video the client was sending me, which is super cool. But the thing is more deeper than that. Because I'm using API and some AI stuff, I could get the time at which somebody said something. For example, like I start talking at 1 minute and 38 seconds and 2 nanoseconds, whatever you want. And using a script of all the data and all my clips, I could automate, how do you call that, Premiere Pro, to just edit the clip for me, like pressing a button, and he put all the clips instantly at the right place. It was insane. So from my perspective, what did I had to do was super simple. Send the text to an AI. An AI was doing the transcription for me. I just checked if everything was right. Then I sent it to my automation to create all the audio clips. And then I send it to Premiere Pro, which would, with some coding, obviously, do everything for me, which is super cool. I'll try to show you really quickly. What does it look like? That is super awesome, yeah. sometimes I manage to do some stuff that are pretty cool, I guess. Yeah, transcribe scripts. So this is a code. If you open Premiere Pro, sorry. So, just so you know, like I have a path right here that I can change to, but normally I don't have to, because when I save, automatic project, okay. So when I save my files, etc., I do save them all at the same place. So here I have my video, okay. So I import my video, I delete that, I have a timeline, a video, and my video is right here. As you see, everything is in French and doesn't sound that great.
Salut Omar.
Okay, let's lower it down.
Salut Hugo.
Yeah, they talk French for a long time, but we don't care about that. So all I have to do is go here, run it, and like boom, 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 he imported the folder. So I only have half of the audio because my free subscription ended, so I had to do some stuff. But as you see, it auto-imported every audio needed, and then put them at the right place. And they are talking English.
Hi, Hugo. How are you? Very good.
Thank you for accepting this moment, this exchange today.
And they talk English, and it seems like he's dubbed by some professionals. I put like my hands right there, just so you know that this is not a professional job, and this is made by AI. But it is great, and it works. So for once that I do hell of a program that works, I think it can be noted. Like, let's remember that for me. That's super cool. Yeah. And the time it saves you, like finding a right clip, syncing it up, like putting it in the right channel, making sure that everything that it says match, making sure that the volume is lower, etc., is so much work. And someone that does the job in the right way knows that it takes hours and hours to do, and it would take hours and hours to deal with, I don't know, 1,000 videos. But with this method that only applies on dubbing some videos, it takes like, I don't know, a few hours to do like 100 videos, short videos, obviously. But yeah, that is insane. The time I gain from all of that is really insane. So let's define a function called OpenAI. Let's not call it OpenAI, but more like chatting. Okay, let's call it chatting and put the little yeah. So instead of printing the result, let's return the result, which is pretty much the same, but you know it is. Okay. We want the message to be equal to something, like messages are going to be saved there, you know, all the messages. And but let's call it another way, like we could call it history, like an history, like the history of all the messages that went through. And let's copy that elsewhere, like there, and tell him that took messages is equal to history. Yeah. So this sounds right. Okay. History messages equal history. that sounds right. Control X, save. Okay, so let's try to say that. So for now, my history is just equal to this. Let's call it messages when we are out of the loop, out of the function, but whatever, we don't care. And let's do a little bit of chatting. Let's call it chat, or let's call it chat for now. We'll see if we change the name or whatever. Chat. And when we call chat, we want to chat messages. Okay. So chat messages. Let's add the new message that he sent us. So the role is no assistant content hello user, and content is no hello, what can I do for you? Do any of you want to say something to the AI while we are here? It is your time. It is your moment. If you want to add something to the AI, it is right now. It's now and never. Role user. What would you say to the AI? Waiting for you guys. If you have anything to say to the AI, it's right now. Even me, I don't know what to say. How can I assist you today? What can I say? Excellent here. Excellent. This is what we are going to say, and this is exactly what you are going to say. What is a 2 times user? Am I done? Content. Okay. So nice. Let's run and see what it gives us. Print. And especially we do something a bit more, like we're gonna do something pretty interesting. Oh, okay. Yeah, take that. Yeah, we need to improvise, you know, we need to take what we have and give what we are into this project. Let's import time, and you'll think like, what is it doing? Why does it import time? Let's do at the beginning time, which gonna give us a number of every second, blah blah blah, we don't care. And say start. Start is equal to Dutch. Once it prints, it's gonna do hand equal to time, which is gonna be, you know, who it is. And let's print, okay, start minus end, or perhaps end minus start. Okay. So this is gonna give us at the end the number of seconds that elapses during the process to see how long did it take to process this. So imagine we sent, well, you can, so the response here you got from the AI was, well, you can tell me anything you like or ask questions about topics you're interested in. Is there something specifically you'd like to talk about? This is pretty nice. And it took it 1 second and 78 millisecond, whatever, a second to process. So from the time I started the process, from the time I received the message, took a second, which is, to me, pretty impressive. Why would you ask? It means that when you're gonna ask some questions to the AI through the chat, it's gonna give approximately a second to get to you a response, which is awesome and insane to know. Okay, so this is the basics of the AI, at least just to talk to the AI a bit. It's been once an hour 45 minutes that we've been live, and already we have a talking AI we can use. That is pretty cool. Now we need to search how to do some other stuff. So there's system user assistant function. I don't know what function is. Oh, I just had to click on that to get some. I'm so dumb. Okay, so from the beginning, all I had to do was to click on that example in Python to get example from Python. Oh god, I'm so dumb. Yeah, so the first thing we're gonna do is system content your helpful assistant. This is pretty important because it's gonna define the personality, if I understood it well, from the AI. Dang, that is sick. So did your code generate that answer, or is it connected to an existing database? Oh, ChatGPT. Yeah, it is ChatGPT. In the end, it is ChatGPT. So what we are doing right here is asking to ChatGPT to generate an answer based on whatever those are. It is pretty understandable to do. It defines a role, which is who is talking, just so he knows who is talking. This is a user or himself. Assistant is himself, so that he knows what has been saying so far. And system is some system things, such as who are you? You are a helpful assistant, for example, which is cool. But all we care about is the message generated by the model with role or content. And we are only looking for, here you see it, the choice is 0 message and only the content, because we already know who wrote the latest other stuff. That's really cool. Thank you. Thank you so much. I hope you like it. In the end, it's not that hard. Like, I took a lot of time just to hide the secrets, which is my API key. For those who wonder why do I hide it from you guys, it's not that hidden. Like, here's my API key. It's just blurred in the middle, just so you don't know what it is. I created it in December 2022. It's been a while since I've created it. But what is important is their usage. And you see that I used it like twice or 3 times since I started the stream, because I just didn't know how it works. And I have usage this month limited to $7. So I limit myself to use it until it reaches $7. You see that 3 messages cost us 0.000032 cents, which is not a lot. And the more data we will send to him, the more it will ask us to, the more it will be difficult for us to pay for this stuff. But yeah, so far I limited to €7, that the budget I put in that bot. And yes, it is costly, like it costs some money. You are not obligated to make it cost some money. Like, when you create an account, I don't know if that's true anymore, but you can create an account and have like €15, which is enormous amount of API usage for a month, which is like, you can do a lot and a lot of things. Okay, we see that we have some prices. We are interested in chat because we are chatting with the bot, I can't speak anymore. What am I doing? image moderation, audio, whisper. Whisper is incredible. If you have any occasion to test it out, it's incredible. But one day we'll be able to use the GPT-4 thing, which is going to be incredibly cool too. So that is the point. Let's do something more, which is to okay. So the goal is to make a loop, and okay, I'm gonna draw on Paint. You're gonna love it, guys. So the goal is, like, you have the Twitch. Twitch is in purple. Twitch going on here with you guys talking and me doing my live stream right there. Okay, so this is me talking to the camera, etc. You see, and this is you guys talking. So you are talking. I put different colors so you have different names, etc., etc. But yeah, whatever. Okay, so this is me and you guys. So the program, which is called Orion, yeah, is gonna get information from the chat, process it, send the message he wants to, Control Z, I'm gonna do it, to GPT, chat GPT, whatever you call it, GPT, that's gonna send us back an answer. We're gonna send then to the chat. This is pretty simple so far. The goal is, and bear with me, to make a loop. So it always look for messages, it always respond to messages, etc., etc. Which is gonna be fine, I hope so. So how do we do such a thing, you would ask? Pretty easily in the end. Each message needs to be added to the role user content, hello world, etc. So this is the base we need to work with. So let's just, for now, do print. Let's print so we can watch at it the chat completion dot message, so we know what we are dealing with. I'm gonna do it right. Okay, let's print that and see what we are dealing with, and once we know what we are dealing with, we'll do something else. So okay, so when it sends us something back, it doesn't send the list, which is great. It just sent the tuple. We call that a tuple when it's surrounded by semicolons. I don't know if you know that. I'm giving some, some kind of, I don't know. I'm giving you guys some culture, some vocabulary, whatever. So he gave role assistant because himself is talking with some content, and the content he wants. Well, you can tell me what you're looking for, or if you're having any question or concern, I'm here to help. Is it the same that you just sent me? Well, no, it is not. Yeah, it's pretty much the same. Anything you like or questioned? It's not exactly the same, but it's pretty much the same. In the end, it doesn't have a lot of room to look around, which is normal. Like, we don't give him a lot of things to talk about neither. Well, you can tell me what you're looking for, etc. He printed it as we asked later on. So what we could do is, instead of retrieving the content, we could retrieve the entire message. Okay, we could do something like, once we do chat message, okay, we could do some stuff like, so yeah, let's bring back chat message, okay, and save it into Orion chat message, chat mess. So far, don't really look at my variables names because they are not great. I know it. I'm putting them here because you know it is like I don't know what I'm doing, and for second thing, I'm not sure about what I'm doing, so yeah, I'm a bit improvising. So yeah, we'll see. So, what is the whole point of this? Like, we asked ChatGPT for messages. We have a list of messages we already sent, okay, and we do some pretty weird stuff, and end up with chat mess, which is the chat message, okay. Once we have that, we can do chat mess, okay, dot message, okay, which gonna give us just the message part. No, dot content. I'm so stupid. Okay, and this way, perhaps we're gonna have only the content part. Okay, and the content part is the part we can print, which is great. Okay, and then what we can do is chat mess thing, or we can do messages, which is a list of all the messages, dot append. Okay, so we add messages to the list, okay, dot append, and we append it with chat mess, okay. So if we go through what happens and what is supposed to happen, which is pretty weird, but we're gonna get through it. So guys, bear with me. We import OpenAI, we import time, and we start the timer just to know how long will it take. We read the secret message, which is a really bad way to do it, but we do it anyway because I don't care. We create a separator just for fun, and we define a function called chat with a parameter called history. This is pretty important. We create a chat compilation, which means that we create chat compilation and we ask OpenAI to do a compilation around ChatGPT thing, 3.5 turbo, super fast thing, okay, with all our history of messages that have been existing. And we give back the message that the AI give us. So we define all the messages we have been through, yet we write chat mess equal chat message. So we define a variable containing what the chat just received. We print the content just to see, and we enlarge the list of messages. Let's print the messages to see if anything changed. Okay, guys, are you ready? So this is a new thing. It printed us the basic response you could have done. Basic shit, we don't care. Role user, okay. Everything we've said so far. But then we have OpenAI object as whatever this is. This is pretty bad. This is not what I want. Why did earlier it just opened it this way and now it's super weirdly placed? Okay, one of my other theory I could do is append it with a tuple that's gonna be a role assistant. I would say it's a bad way to do it, but whatever. Assistant, it's always the assistant when it is ChatGPT that is talking, and content will be the message we want. So content, 2 dots, and then the message we want. So we can say dot content because we don't care about the rest of it. Okay. Singular message is the message that the AI sent us, which is pretty weird. And we just put message with singular here. Okay, let's check how it goes this time. Pretty scared. We'll see. Okay. Okay. So it took us about 2 seconds to execute. Okay. We have... we didn't print the message, but we don't care. We see that there is content, and it seems that it is supported, and this is the way we want it to look like. Perfect. So yeah. So basically, what you guys need to understand and see, and whatever, is that anytime a user that has been triggering the Orion thing will add a message to every message that has been sent so far. This list of messages will be sent to OpenAI that would deal with this and send an answer back to us, which is great. This is everything you need to know so far. 2 hours, and we've got a working saving messages mechanism. Great. And a good thing. Good working thing. Okay. Let's try the first let's add a first one before this one. With what we called system. So system is supposed to be some orientation for the AI to know what personality you are. Chat. You are a moderator on a Twitch channel called. You're a moderator on a Twitch channel called French 5. You are called Orion, and you love purple, nature, and you love purple and astronomy. Okay, this is great. Okay. Everything after, we're gonna do Control X. Okay, save it. Okay, this is the base message, the base system message. We don't care. Then we're gonna do so far, let's build it by steps. So what we want to do is an input. So user equal input. Okay, so this is gonna be the input, and we're gonna say the same thing that we seen together before, messages, which gonna help us navigate through the things. We're gonna add so because it's a list, we append data to it. We append a tuple which gonna contain a role called user. Okay, and the content that we need to send to the AI, which gonna be user. Okay. So this is what we save. Okay. And then it's gonna send it to and add it to. Okay. Let's print message just to see. What shall we say to the AI? Does anyone wants to add something? Hello. Oh, how are you, Orion, today? If anyone wants to say something to the AI, it's your moment. And the AI say, hello, I'm doing great, thanks for asking. How about you? Is there anything I can help you with? So, yeah, that is great. Assistant, hello, yeah. I would want to add a lot about personality, etc., etc. But it would make, for sure, the code not really readable, because would be a lot of text. A lot long text, just explaining to the AI who she is. Like, you're moderator on Twitch channel, you are created by, I don't know, a guy called French Fry. Tell me about yourself. That's a great one. I love this idea. I love this idea. Tier, you're in my mind. Tell me about yourself. Yourself. So, what do we have here? Feel free to ask me any questions. Okay. Oh, good. The response was super long. Salutation. The response is super long. Look at this. This is insanely long. Alright then. Salutation. I am Orion, also known as a moderator of the Twitch channel French 5. I'm a passionate enthusiast of all the things related to astronomy. The vast expanse of the cosmos never fails to captivate me, and I love diving into discussion about celestial phenomena and wonders of the universe. I never said this about her. This is insane. In addition to my astronomical interest, I have a strong affinity with the color purple. Its rich, vibrant hue brings me a sense of joy and tranquility. You might frequently spot me rocking up a purple accessory, or even adorning my visual avatar with purple accents, which will remind she is looking some sort of things like that. AI generated image, just so you know. As a moderator in the French 5 Twitch channel, I am responsible for maintaining a positive and inclusive chat environment. I have ensured that everyone feels welcome and that the channel rules are respected. I'm always happy to engage in conversation about gaming, space, and everything else related that might come up during the live stream. Feel free, this is not even ended. Feel free to ask me any question or join me in celebrating the beauty of the cosmos or the color purple. Oh, that's insane! What it generated is insanely long. Insanely long, but quite good in the end. Okay, I'm gonna move the start time to here. Why? Because the start and end time that we are interested in, and at the time the user has spent typing the chat or typing whatever he needs to, because in the end the 17 seconds it gave us are this time, including me typing, which is not interesting at all. So this is why I'm moving it here for now. Okay, so yeah, this is insane. Like, with just one phrase about basically what she is, he generated me so much. I wasn't expecting that. This is truly insane. I'm amazed. Right now, I'm flabbergasted. Is that a word? Does that work? Does that mean something? I don't know, I'm not sure. Okay. So, yeah. This is insane. To me, this is mind-blowing. I'm truly amazed. Let's try. Let's see our bullet points things we had to do. So, basically for Orion to work, we had a Twitch bot that read messages, respond to messages generated, send some stuff, repeat stuff, and comments. Okay. Those are things we're gonna deal with later on. This is not the main part or the most interesting part because this is some, I wouldn't say basic, like, how do you call it? This is not basic Twitch bot. This is basic Twitch bot acting. Like, any Twitch bot could do something like that, comment and send some repetitive stuff, which is not why we are interested in Orion. We want her to respond to messages and make them feel like discussion. So Twitch API connection is the next thing we're gonna deal with. I'm not sure we're gonna deal with it in this live stream. And OpenAI connection is something we dealt with. This is done. Boys, we can say it, this is done. This is something we can delete. And we are good. My friends, we are good. I don't know what accent did I do right now, but yeah. I don't have any music anymore. Sometimes, I don't know why, but YouTube lately has been pausing the music for no reason, which I don't understand. And because I don't have an eye on YouTube every time, it pauses the music at some weird places and I don't understand why, at least yet, but we'll get through that. Okay guys, so we created a program that connects with, I think we don't need to print messages because it's pretty long and we don't care about it. Let's ask her one more time to present herself. Fuck. Okay. Who are you? Okay. After 2 seconds, she said, I'm a moderator on the Twitch channel French 5. My name is Orion, and I have a passion for purple and astronomy. I help maintain the etiquette, and for the rules, and engage in the viewers during the live stream. Feel free to ask me any question and share interesting facts about purple and astronomy. Cool. Okay, this sounds cool. This sounds really cool. So, I don't like the music, so I'm gonna change it real quick. Okay, we are good. So this sounds good, and I think the next thing I'm gonna want to try, let's rename it to test OpenAI. So this program does interact with OpenAI, and it works. Let's create a new one like test Twitch, and when we will be done testing the two of them, we'll be able to do something pretty fancy, combine them, which is gonna be fine. Yes. Okay, so to test twitch.py, we need an IP, Python AP Twitch, Python. Okay, Python Twitch API. Okay, that sounds great. So, okay, there is a project on this, and all we have to do is pip install Twitch API. Okay, so let's read it through to see if we understand usage. For support, join the Twitch API Discord server. Okay, usage. There are some basic usage examples. Please visit dedicated pages for more info. Twitch API. Call the Twitch LX API. This is the base of this library. Just hear some info about Twitch. Okay. So what do we need to understand right there? we use an asynchronous function, meaning that it can use different part of the function at different point in time without needing to read it in a straight line like we used to do in most of the cases. Okay, this is gonna be the fun part. Okay. What is the app authentication? The Twitch API has two different authentication, app and user authentication. Which one you need, or if one at all, depends on what calls you want to use. It's always good to get at least app authentication, even for calls where you don't need it, since the rate limits are way better for authenticated calls. So here are some info about user authentication. Okay, I'm gonna open it in okay, so those are some info about it. This is some pretty boring stuff. Is everybody alright? Nobody's sleeping. Okay, event sub is interesting. So when a sub occurs, you can do something. Pub sub enables you to subscribe to a topic, for example, when user cheers in a channel. Okay. Chat, a simple Twitch chat bot. Chatbots can join channels, listen to the chat and reply to messages, comments, subscription, and many more. This is what we are interested in. Okay. Warning, please note that the chatbot is currently in an alpha stage. Bugs and oddities are expected. Please report all features requests and bug requests to the GitHub page. Okay. So this is probably what we're gonna use. Okay. Yet I'm not sure, but if anyone has any idea of better API than this one, I would be open to search for it and look for it. Right now, guys, it's your call. Give me what you have. If you have anything. P10, Twitch, API. Twitch. Community coding resources. No need to start from scratch. This directory includes open source tools, tutorials, and libraries built and submitted by Twitch developer community. Twitch extension, Twitch lib, Twitch.io. I think I heard about Twitch.io, and I think this is the Twitch thing I used for my previous one, but I have so many bugs. I think I'm not sure. Full asynchronous design covers 100% of the Twitch API. Yeah, why not? Why not? Twitch user profile extension, Twitch token generator, Twitch misc example, Twitch.js, Twitch chatbot boilerplate. What is that? Chatbot boilerplate. Don't like X. If you don't like the choices made for you by the boilerplate, you can just core npm package by itself. It exports the initialize. I don't understand a thing. Like, what the fuck is going on? I'm not kidding, I don't understand a thing. Feed for Twitch extension, Next.js, fetch with game extension analytics, go Twitch X, don't know, go Twitch IRC, intro to event sub on AWS, Amazon Web Servers. I'm so sorry, but except Twitch.io, really hard. JavaScript, Java tool, Python. What is that? I went a bit too far. What is this repo? This repo contains a bunch of examples and bits of pieces that might be useful, might not. Language. Most of the example is on Node.js, PHP, HTML with JavaScript using a .php to serve the demo as opposed to a file to avoid some oddities. Once again, I don't understand a thing. I'm so sorry, I'm tired. But guys, see. Okay. Tonight was the first episode of this. Tonight I'm gonna rest. And probably during the week we're gonna bring more stuff around it and do a lot more, which could be fun. So if you guys are interested in, don't forget to follow, etc, to make it possible, to make it happen. So yeah, so far we've been through a lot. We've been doing a lot of things, and I'm pretty happy with what we have already. It's pretty nice, not the best, but it's okay. I don't know what you guys think about it. I think it's pretty cool, at least so far. So what do we have and what will be next? We have, for now, a Twitch Python program that allows us to send any message, and OpenAI will respond within 2 seconds with a message that is generated by AI using all of our knowledge about the Twitch bot thing, which is pretty cool. So far this is what we generally have, and I think it's okay. In the next episode, if you call it that way, that's gonna last perhaps maybe longer, I don't know, we are going to implement some Twitch API stuff to make us read messages from chat and pull them into a test. Testing if the message is important to deal with, or if we can go through. Many messages you guys send are messages we want to respond, and aren't messages we want to answer. So we probably won't answer all messages because it's going to be a ton, and Orion gonna talk constantly, which gonna make no sense because she won't know what I'm talking about or what I'm saying. So we'll see how we deal with that later on. We'll see. Okay. Okay, guys. Thanks for the awesome time. This was super entertaining to watch. Get some rest, and I'll talk to you next time. Thank you so much, Tier, for being there from pretty much the start to the end. Thank you for being here and talk with me. It was awesome, and thank you so much. Goodbye. I hope it was entertaining enough. Next time I'm gonna try to be more entertaining and try some stuff. I don't know, I want even the people that don't understand any code to be able to understand what I'm saying and what I'm doing. I want to make it simple, even if it's not that simple, and I know it. I know it's not that simple, but I want to make it accessible for even people that don't know anything about it to be at least a bit interesting. I don't know. We'll see. Because it makes me think about one of streamer I look a lot, which is So to make it simple, in the first version, I'm gonna show you briefly. That's okay. Just to show you briefly. Maybe you can pick up some message like Air Orion, like Siri Google does. I'm gonna show you. So in the first version, we had a lot of stuff going on, which I'm gonna keep. Like I was saying to the AI that it could use some emotes, and I listed a bunch of emotes with every time the meaning of the emotes, which I'm probably not gonna do next time, but we'll see. Some bunch of emotes saying like you can use them, like this is to make it more cool, because just an AI talking some random shit with some text is not that great and not interesting. And then what I was doing was, I don't know where it is. Yeah, there's a lot of things into there. Yeah, this is there, making Orion recognize when it is cold. So what I was doing, it was putting the message that the people were sending into lowercase, and then it was replacing at Orion Goddess, which is the tag that we use to make it work. So right now she's not connected, but this is a real username with a real, how do you call it, Twitch profile, whatever this is. Twitch.tv/Orion Goddess that I created for this bot. So if you go there, this is Orion Goddess with the profile picture. You don't see it, but the profile picture you've already seen. She's disconnected because she doesn't look at anything. So yeah, so you could tag her, and it replaces with Orion. We replace every comma, dot, interrogation point, anything that goes into the message that could be next to Orion, making it unrecognizable. Orion Goddess without the at. A lot of bunch of other phrases, and if any of those words were put, we said Orion, and we made sure to put spaces around Orion just to make sure. And then I had just a little search.find, so this was search, and search.find Orion. If you add Orion anywhere in your message, then Orion would know you had Orion in your message and would activate, which would make the program work. So this was cool. This was working, and I think I'm gonna do something pretty similar to make it work. It's gonna be cool. But yeah, I was thinking about Golden Chess, which is a guy that does some video on YouTube and makes chess videos. I'm not that big into chess. It's not something I do a lot. I'm not good at chess either, but all the videos are, from my perspective, from my point of view, pretty accessible, which in the end could be cool. So I'm thinking a lot about doing such a thing. So yeah, guys, thank you a lot, dear reader, to be there. This is insane. This is really, I'm really glad for myself that you were there. You made the stream experience so much better. You made my stream so much cooler. You had so many great ideas, and I couldn't thank you enough for being there. So thank you a lot. We're gonna do another live stream, do another thing like this, and hopefully it's gonna be cool. Perhaps next time we're gonna play some video games, perhaps play Zelda Ocarina of Time just in memory of Tier Reader. Thank you a lot, guys. Spend a good night, and good night to everybody. Yeah. So yeah, this is the end. Thank you a lot. And this is not AI generated for everyone that asks itself if it is. No, it's not. It's me talking to the mic without a camera on. And yeah, feeling a lot tired. Because it's night. I'm pretty sure in Sweden it's really, really late, and I don't know what you're still doing up that late. But hopefully you get to bed soon, and you'll get some rest too, dear. That's pretty important. 2 a.m. Yeah, that's exactly what I was thinking. We need to be pretty much at the same time zone, because it's pretty much 2 a.m. too. I don't know time zones. I'm really bad at this. I don't know time zones. But yeah, thank you guys. Get some sleep, dear. It's pretty important. So yeah, goodbyes everybody. Thank you a lot. A lot.